Hello to all of my Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your first quarter moon in Scorpio reading. This is a general reading, Gemini, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description box. Down below in the description box, again, let's get into your first quarter moon in Scorpio general reading. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. Let's go, Geminis. Let's see what your cards have to say if we can get that feminine energy going, right? Make sure we have some healthy feminine energy so you can absorb what you need to healthy relationships, healthy friendships, healthy jobs, healthy romantic relationships, everything under that relationship umbrella. I want to make sure you're able to have healthy relationships with money, all those things. So yeah, sometimes it helps to know what tools you have in your toolbox. Let's get into it. The energy has already been cleared, Gemini, so let's go. Let's go. Today kicks off the first day of the first quarter moon within this new cycle. So it's the first quarter moon in Scorpio. And trust me, Scorpio digs deep. We're not talking about any Scorpios as far as a person. We're talking about the Zodiac sign, Scorpio, that's ruled by two planets, Mars and Pluto. Yes. So if you have any issues or anything you've been trying to suppress where it comes to money or sex or relationships or love or your libido or your energy level, that's what it's coming for. Here we have the Empress card. So make sure you grab your piece of paper and a pencil, because I want to ask you 5 questions that you want to pose to self, to source within you, that is self, right? You want to ask source these questions to see, hey, is there anything I need to come to terms with, clear out, so I can go ahead and start creating space to receive the things that I've been asking for. Here we have the two of swords, and this is letting me know somebody's already has some repressed emotions because they're walking around with blindfolds on. Somebody has been having a lot of sleepless nights, but this is how it's going to end up. Queen of Swords energy. So we have the 9 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. All right, we're going to walk through this. We also have the Knight of Wands, and we also have the 9 of Cups, right? So your story ends. It's going to be a very happy story, the way that yours is ending. Somebody has gone through a lot of sleepless nights, trying to deal with a lot of repressed emotions about something, right? Something that you've been dealing with. So Gemini, as we go through every single day, every single night, and we get closer and closer to the full moon, this Scorpio moon in particular, because Scorpio is a water sign. Water signs deals with your emotions, your hormones, your feelings. The moon deals with your feelings, subconscious habits, moods, emotions, your intuition, all of that, right? So everything is every night it's waxing, becoming even more intense, right? And so, like I said before, Scorpio digs real deep. It does not stop before everything wounded and unhealthy is brought to the surface so that you can release it and you can transform. It's the death rebirth card. Scorpio's card is the death rebirth card. So what I'm seeing here, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of frustration for somebody, a little tossing and turning, thinking about some things, right? And if you have a partner or a significant other, maybe you would just kind of sort of, how you wake up, your eyes just bug wide open, just like, boing, boing, boing. You just kind of like, I can't sleep, right? And so whatever is coming to the surface, allow it to come to the surface, and then ask source, how can I release that into the universe, whatever it is, instead of just putting on blindfolds and saying, I don't even want to deal with it. Deal with it, because it's going to keep nagging and nagging and nagging at you until you deal with it, and it's going to affect the people around you. Remember, we're trying to create space for a healthy feminine energy within you. I'm talking to men and women Geminis, right? Everything is not about taking action until you just exhaust yourself. Somebody's going to have to deal with that feminine energy, because it is out of balance when you don't. Right? So take the blindfolds off. Your ancestors are saying, take the blindfolds off. If you're looking for a message from your ancestors, this is them saying, we know that you're crying. We know that you're hurt. We know that you're frustrated. But you're going to have to stop adjusting to things. Certain things you're going to have to deal with, right? And so what your ancestors are really saying to you is, get back on your throne. Put your low vibration emotions behind this lock and key. See these bars right here? Put your low vibration emotions behind lock and key. And talk to me. That's what source wants you to do. Start talking to source, right? And so some of the things that you want to ask Source, and I want you to write these questions down, right? The first question is, what are the stories of your ancestors, your past lives? The second question is, where do you need to go to heal your connection with your roots? The third question is, do you feel truly empowered in your relationships and career? Fourth question is there a deep trauma you need to look at, heal, or and release during this moon? These are rituals that you can do. I know a lot of people like to light sage, candles, and so on and so forth, but these are also modern day rituals that you can do. And also, the last question is, who are the people, meaning the therapists and healers and so on, who could help you dive a little deeper? So, again, this one in particular is going to require that you dive real deep and deal with those things that you've been trying to suppress, right? After you take those blindfolds off and you get back on your throne, right, and go through this rebirth, it's going to feel like you emotionally hit the lottery. Yeah, but you're taking action during this time. You're taking action during this time. Another thing, and this is the Knight of Wands and also the Nine of Cups. During this time, you don't need any insensitive people around you. And I'm serious. No insensitive people. If they are insensitive to your pain, or why are you still talking about this, or why are you still bringing this up? If you have to interact with them, you let them know, hey, listen, I'm trying to heal some things, and I need you to be sensitive to that, right? If you don't feel like you can be sensitive to it, I need to go ahead and just, remove myself from you for a while until I can heal these things. And I don't know how long that's going to be. However long it looks like it's going to be, I need you to respect that. And if you can't respect that and you need to be gone, then just be gone, right? And so, because it'll come out on people at work, it'll come out on complete strangers, people who don't even know that you're trying to heal from something deep. So remove those blindfolds. This is where you rip the Band-Aid off and say, okay, I'm going to heal this thing once and for all. I'm not putting the Band-Aid over it anymore. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving forward. Yeah, Seven of Swords, the Devil card, the Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands, also the Chariot card, and also the Justice card, right? Somebody may have gone through a divorce. And so somebody may be operating in fear. We have the Justice card. We have the Chariot card. We also have the Devil card. So somebody may have gone through a divorce and just feel like at some point, dealing with, I was dealing with some really demonic energies, right? Come to terms with it. You maybe even had kids with the person, and you may feel like, I went through a divorce and this energy is getting real demonic. And so deal with that, right? Deal with that energy. You may have had to sever ties with a business partner who you felt like this thing is really demonic. And now I'm trying to give birth to some new products, gifts and services, that kind of thing. Deal with those emotions, right? But do not go low. Do not go low. No matter how wicked they are, do not go low, because that's the karma they're creating for themselves. Don't go low and try to manipulate anybody. Don't go low and start talking mess about people. None of that stuff. Take your power back. And this is the strength of an air sign. I want to help you all understand this. Whenever you remove your air from a situation, that's your power. That's your intellect. And people may call it ghosting, right? Like ghost, like just gone like the wind. This ghost like the air. People may call it ghosting, but whenever you remove yourself completely from the equation, right? Like, even if you have kids with that person, if we're not talking about the kids, we can't talk about anything else. And I mean absolutely nothing else. No emotions, no feelings, no none of that, right? Which may be difficult for you all, Geminis, because you all are mutable signs and you're used to trying to go with the flow. This one is where your ancestors are like, no. Because it's going to cause you to vibrate low and go just as low as they are. This is where you got to take it back. And if you're in a relationship with a Libra, which is also an air signs, you're going to have to cut that air off. Completely cut that air off and take your power back, right? That's where somebody's going to see a breakthrough. When you really face the truth about a situation, that's where you're going to have a breakthrough. Like, there is no coming back. The situation is over. I need to go ahead and deal with it. Stop operating in fear and move forward, right? Move forward. I learned a lesson. Yeah, I looked at the peaks and the valleys, right? The mountaintops and the valleys. I've been through it all. I learned my lesson. Instead of me feeling like I was burned, nope, I was enlightened. I know what it is now. I know exactly what it is. So I'm not going to keep trying to live in the past. I'm not going to keep trying to live in the past, right? We got devil energy. I'm just going to call out some of the signs, but again, we got Venus up here. We got Cancer, Libra, Capricorn up here. It can be any sign. They could have any sign in there. You have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somewhere in there. But again, something has come to an end. Get rid of all the negative energy so that you can move on. Just face the facts. Face the facts. Because otherwise, people are going to look at you as being weak. They really are. Mutable signs will let people come in and out like it's a revolving door. You may feel some kind of way about it, but your default is to adjust. Your ancestors are like, no, you keep trying to adjust. You're giving away more and more of your power, and people take you less and less seriously, and they respect you less and less. You're leaving yourself open to be manipulated. Use your power. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it altogether unless you're talking to a therapist or a mental health professional. And certainly stop talking to them about it. Like I said, if you have kids with the person, only the kids. We're not talking about anything. Can we, I was just thinking about, if it's not about the kids, we can't talk about it. Wheel of Fortune. This is a person who just knows that something is over, right? And it's like, good timing. It's a new cycle, and Source is giving you some time to heal through all of this, to deal with your lower frequency, to take that sword and sever ties with fear, with doubt, with any unhealthy addictions. But I'm telling you, this moon in Scorpio, you won't have a choice. It's either that or you're going to, a lot of people are going to just be, feeling like they are just emotionally about to burst, because Scorpio is going to, like I said, deal with those deep emotions, right? And so you can handle it. You can do it. Everybody is going, literally everybody, including me, and I'm a reader. And some of the things that I've come across my mind, I'm like, wow, I haven't thought about that in a long time. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know what I need to purge. Thank you, Source. Thank you. Right? All right, here we have a personal issue reaches resolution. Somebody has a feeling that something is reaching a resolution, and you're absolutely right. Something maybe having to do with court is reaching a resolution for some of you all, and it is, right? So do not vibrate low. Please, Gemini, do not vibrate low. Don't talk about the person to other people or whatever, because that's exactly what the devil wants you to do, because Mercury is your ruling planet. So naturally, because your energy is directed outward, you want to communicate about it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Tell it to God or your therapist. That's it. Nobody else. Because there's too many ears and eyes watching you, trying to help you heal from something, right? So whatever your wish is about something, it's about to be fulfilled, and I'm trying to help you get to that wish fulfillment. Like I said, part of that wish fulfillment is that you have a breakthrough in this, that you're able to get through all of this, right? So connect with your crystals. Connect with your crystals. One of the crystals and gemstones are amethysts, right? Amethysts are very powerful because it resonates with your crown chakra. That's God level of clarity, right? So if you can sleep with it under your pillow, you can have it somewhere in your house, you can charge it up by the moonlight, whatever you need to do to get that power back from those gemstones and crystals, so that they can work, because they actually do work. A lot of people don't believe it until all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I had this thought and this vision came across my mind, and then you realize, that's right, I have gemstones and crystals all around my house. I forgot. That's right, I have on an amethyst bracelet. That's right, I have on a jade bracelet. I got on a rose quartz necklace, right? And so that's when you realize, right? 1010 is your number. I am patient. That's right. You are patient. Keep your thoughts positive. See, like I said, and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. A lot of you all don't realize that, excuse me, loved ones who have transitioned on, whether it was mom, dad, grandparents, or now your ancestors, right? Your guardian angels watching over a situation, and you have a lot of them. So, and they are no match for the devil. They are no match for devils and demonic energy. So you can't look at things with your natural eyes, Gemini, and say, I can't go up against that family, or I can't go up against that group, or I can't go up against this organization, or whatever. You got too many ancestors around you. You got too many guardian angels. Keep your vibrations high and let that energy fall by the wayside. See, that's how it works. That is what I have for you. Not only that, the last thing I wanted to share with you all are the 42 laws of Ma'at, right? Ma'at is a goddess. And goddess energy is feminine energy. It is represented by scales of justice, right? It represents law. It represents just like this right here. It represents law. It represents, it doesn't look like that. My art doesn't look like that. But there are scales that represents cosmic order within your feminine energy. Sometimes you don't need to keep talking about things. That's taking action. That's masculine energy. Sometimes you need to sit back and analyze some things and let it come to you. Let the answers come to you from source. And so look up the law, the 42 laws, the Ma'at 42 laws, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And so try to apply those to your life. They're going to look very much like the 10 Commandments, but we're not talking about religion here, because those actually predated the 10 Commandments, which is religion, under Christendom. This is not Christianity. This is just the law of nature, right? So again, this is what I'm talking about, and I really want you all to, like I said, somebody is going to win something because they're applying exactly what I'm sharing with, and I'm talking about if it's not court justice, it's moral justice. Because again, your ancestors have you covered on all sides, Gemini. That is what I have for you, and I'll see you all on Sunday. Bye.